Where did you come from?
Pax Romana, Rome Invictus.
Oh, okay.
Yep. Oh, fuck! Oh, fuck. Give me like half a second. Fuck.
You just killed a cup, didn't you?
Oh, fuck. Oh, shit. Oh, that. This is unfortunate.
You killed a cup, didn't you? How could you kill a cup? It was just a cup.
I am so this is bad. This is bad. Oh, okay. I guess I just ended my bloodline then. Okay.
What? You killed your computer?
My bloodline ends with me. No, I didn't kill my computer. Don't worry about it. I just. So okay, let's get this game started.
Let's get started as you're just panicking.
I am the best when I'm panicked. You know, the adrenaline is making my brain work like double the speed.
Hey, look, that's the best way to play video games, is either with ADHD or being panicked all the time, because literally every time you panic, it usually helps you. You do shoot a lot of friendlies, though.
Well, I may double my brain power, but 0 times 2 is still 0. So I'm very much still at dumb. Big dum-dum.
Oh, I had a huge crash last night because my B12 is finally wearing off. So I had like a huge sugar crash last night with my ADHD. I mean, it's good to get sleep after like 2 whole days. Actually, it'd be 3 whole days. I haven't slept since Sunday.
I gotta get Google Docs open to dox some people.
We're doxing Google, let's go. Secret government information leaked. Banned from Twitch. Federal offense, let's go.
Ooh, yeah. Time to get the.
Did you hear about that story about someone that leaked like actual government documents in like a Minecraft Discord server?
Yeah, I heard. Okay, so I am currently Chatios Aurelianus. Dexterity 12, Strength 18, Constitution 13, Intelligence 11, Charisma 12, Wisdom 14. Character Health 26, currently at 21. Gold 80, known spells none. Equipment: Tunic, Gambeson, Damage Plate Armor, Regular Pair of Pants, Short Sword ×2, a lute, Leather Harness with 4 pillars, equipped at a Bastard Sword as my main weapon. And then in my items I got 4 days of rations, a travel pack, and 2 entrenchment tools.
You're so pretty much still the same equipment besides the Bastard Sword and less rations as the one that no one ever uses.
Well, and I got Damage Plate Armor, finally. Plus, don't forget I got a town now. Oh, by the way, did you make the map?
Oh my gosh, I've been working on other things, I forgot to do that. I've been working on like everything else. Okay, so because the deal is, I'm homeschooling myself with computer coding and learning how to use Blender. So that's what most of my time's been put into when I'm not streaming. Everything else that like doesn't involve that is usually after stream. Like, you know, if I have to add a video, it's usually on Tuesday and Thursdays after stream, or working on the D&D campaign. Because I spent more time homeschooling myself since college won't teach me.
Makes sense.
Yes, so fun.
Yep. Okay, so I guess. So which map should I work with?
I think right now the best one we should work with is probably the one that you made. Your house! Your little limestone house.
I picked the biggest one because you said they gave me the biggest one.
Yeah.
2 floors. Fancy.
Yeah, it's very fancy.
Very fancy house you got there, mate. Mm.
And look, it's made of limestone, so it's perfectly safe.
Totally.
Totally.
Well, totally until they get the trebuchets out. There's
Or a
few
catapult. A
restrictions.
catapult will do just as much damage.
Well, a trebuchet is for one actual catapult. It's just like, and catapults are the inferior siege engine. Everybody knows that. A catapult can't launch a 90-kilogram stone for 300 meters.
Yeah, but they're easier to build.
Well, yes, but trebuchets are just better.
Well, yeah, that's why they use them for like almost every siege warfare.
Yeah, because trebuchets are just the superior siege engine.
Yeah, that's why they also
You know.
start building them inside freaking castles too. So you know, anyone that attacked, just like, aha, they have a trebuchet.
Yeah. So,
Alright.
should we begin?
Yeah. So last we left off, you did just finish the town. You have 43 people, including 5 armed guards that actually trained that, you know, deserted from the city of Volek. 3 people that know how to use the ballista, and at the current moment, you do have a shipment of Elvish spears coming.
Exactly. Those are my current things.
Yeah.
Okay. The 12 people who fled. That was from the west, right? I think the west.
Yeah.
The west. Okay. So the west, there's like this crazy necromancer king. Am I right?
Yes. There's a crazy necromancer king. Well, rumors are that the king of Volek is sacrificing his own people for necromantic rituals. So far, none of it's confirmed, but the rumors are there.
So pretty much, looking on the map, the town which I originally thought about going first. Okay. Interesting.
Yeah, I should probably pop your map up on the on the OBS so people can see what we're talking about. I know no one can see it, but still, you know.
Yeah, well, let me just open up the stream so I can actually see. Plus then I can get the points. I need the points.
So you can spam random things.
Exactly, and I need the points so I can buy, like, what can I buy again with those points? VIP, I can get VIP. If I ever get 50,000.
That's pretty cheap what other people will make it.
Well, but that's...
There's also
and that's only for 2 months. That's
Oh, yeah.
VIP for 2 months. Oh. Okay. Oh, look at that! You're using an old character sheet for me. This isn't very...
This is for the chat though, so I mean.
Okay, fair. That's chat.
Yeah, that's chat's character sheet. They need to see their character sheet.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of the rewards also go into other games, like the swap loader I think goes with Apex, one weapon type goes for Apex, the no HUD.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
I shouldn't be allowed to do that. I shouldn't.
You shouldn't be allowed. Fine, I'll give you 200 chats gold. How about that?
Ooh, okay, yeah, fair. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, fair. Give you 200 of it.
Give me 200 of your gold, chat. Come on. Come on, please. I am such a robber. Such a bad person.
Yeah, most of my...
Okay. So, I guess I'm gonna have to... I was thinking about going north because you said there's woods there. I could get some wood from there to get my defenses better and to just sell it off maybe for profit. Money.
Money, 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 money. And plus, you so far are probably the only people in the northern, Western Moorlands, north part of the Western Moorlands, that actually has a farm. So.
The only people who have a farm in all of these.
You are probably the only people in the north of the Western Moorlands that have a working farm. Since,
okay,
you saw the state that they were in when you first arrived, saying that, they robbed their crops. Who says that the other farmlands just are not like that?
Exactly. Okay, looking at the world map here. There's a town from us southeastern. So going along the eastern road and then south.
Yes.
It's a slightly bigger town, isn't it? Because it got
it's an
promoted.
actual town, yes. It's a bigger town. It's not as small as your village.
I could totally get that for Rome, and then I could probably get them on my side with food. Because I actually got food. Look at me,
Food.
peasants. I have food.
Food!
Food is literally the best way to convince anyone of your side. No person can survive without food. You can give them money, you can give them status, you can give them whatever you want, but if they don't have food, then they won't follow you, because, they are dying of hunger. So,
Yeah.
So me having food is like one of the only people in this region. I could probably bribe some cities on my side, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. So you're gonna head that way? You're gonna head to that little town, try to bribe people?
I think I might. The thing is, who could I leave in charge of this town while I'm gone? That's the biggest concern right now.
Yeah. That is a really good... You can leave chat. I'm joking, chat's gonna have to follow you.
Yeah. So...
It'd be hilarious if
I'm
you can bring chat
gone.
with you.
Can chat stay in the town and lead the town while I'm gone?
Now they have to follow you around.
That's unfortunate.
Since they are part of the... They're kind of stuck with us.
Yeah. Oh yeah, by the way, you named the bigger cities, but you didn't name Rome on the map. That's very disappointing.
I haven't updated this map yet. I haven't even updated this map.
I am almost insulted. Okay. So west of us is Wuzlok.
Bullock, yeah.
Oh yeah. And east of us is
Olisgrog. Yeah, Olisgrog to the east, and then Bullock to the west.
What do I know about Olisgrog?
What do you know about Bullock? Oh, let me roll your wisdom then.
Oh no, Olisgrog.
Oh, Olisgrog?
East.
Yeah. Okay, let me roll your intelligence, see if you remember. Okay. So you do somewhat remember that the caravan that you rode with said that Olisgrog was one of the cities built by the orcs. The first city that was hit by the humans when they invaded, but that's all you can remember what he said. You don't know much about the history of Olisgrog.
Weren't like the orcs really good at building things or something?
Yes, they had their own miniature. The whole Western Warlands used to be an orc empire, an orcish empire, but humans kind of kicked them out.
Empire. Oh my god, it's the Holy Orcish Empire!
They were a lot more civilized back then.
Idea. He stole my idea!
I didn't. This was the plan for a long time. Before I even made the map.
Totally. I am sure, totally. Wink wink, you totally didn't steal it off me. This is just like a future timeline in which the lawless lands somehow take over the Holy Orcish Empire.
Yeah, well, the humans took over the Western Moorlands, kicked the orcs out, so there's barely any orcs living there. The orcs that you do see, it kind of just chose to stay there with the humans, but they're not the same as they used to be. The only orcs that you kind of see that would be the same as they were when the Empire was, flourishing would be in the other kingdoms, like more probably to the east, closer to Arcanus, Dragon's Refuge.
Okay. So getting actual cool construction orcs would be pretty hard by now.
Oh, that would be help. It would be major help.
Yeah, but it's hard to get them.
Oh, very hard. There's only a few orcs that probably know construction at this rate. It's been over a few hundred years since they've been kicked out of their homelands.
Exactly. So it would be more of a rarity to get one of those.
You'll be lucky if you find an orc in a tribe that's actually smart enough to build. Most orcs and warbands are just doing whatever they can. They didn't dumb down. They're just more angry at humans for kicking out their homeland.
Wait a second. Did you do this from 40k? You totally stole this from 40k.
I stole it starting for it. It's 40k story. Let's go.
It's totally Warhammer 40k. That's so obvious.
They got a wog. They got a wog going on. Wog! Just a bunch of orcs just charging up at just at random points of the map.
Okay. I guess I might just. I don't know if I can trust those guards yet. They're currently the best trained, but they aren't really,
trustworthy yet, because you just met those guys.
Exactly. I just met them, so. Gonna have to train like a second in command from you or something. Like a really trustworthy person who's like strong and whatever else. Smart.
Or at least just trustworthy enough to get everything organized and going.
Yeah, but they need someone fairly smart and strong so they can, if someone rebels, they can fight back and do it fairly smartly and stuff,
Yeah.
So, exactly. So if the town gets attacked while I'm gone, or if the people rebel, then, the person in charge can keep charge until I'm back, and I can cut some heads off.
They cut some heads off.
Yeah, that's just normal.
Nothing like public executions to get the populace in order.
Public execution, the number one way in Rome how to get people, yeah.
No, that was just public crucifixion.
Yeah, so, we can crucify them, or we can cut their heads off. Look at us. We
Public executions is reserved for the Senate. Take a look at Caesar. He was the first person. Actually, he wasn't the first person. He was the first person that allowed anyone to join in the public execution. Great times those were. No,
I think I might have to go for smaller towns for now, so I can get resources and people before I can go for the actual big towns. Because something like Olisgrog or Oslo, they have actually town walls and guards and stuff.
Oh, they're full-blown cities. They got everything.
Exactly. Yeah. So, okay. The guards I have, the guards which deserted. There was one of them was a captain or something, right?
No, not all of them were just plain regular guards.
Okay, plain regular. Okay. I'm gonna take 2 of these guards. Gonna get them to the side, into my house for a private conversation. So
all right.
Just 2 of these 5 guards.
Okay. So you go around town, looking for the 2 of the 5 guards. You find one of them sitting at the ballista, keeping watch. The other one is sitting by the campfire, roasting roasting a meal for himself, since it's around that time. You grab both of them, bring in the house, and they're confused why you're dragging them into the house. And they're looking at you. And they go, "Why you bring us in here? Did we do something wrong?"
Please, no, you didn't do anything wrong. Take a seat.
Okay, they sit at the table with you. They're rocky, creaky chairs. Still not the best chairs, but they're the only good chairs in town.
Yeah. So, you five deserted from the guards in Woodlock, and all of that because the king is going crazy. Did I get that story right?
Yeah, he's been taking people up to his keep for the past few months. We don't know what's happening to them, though. All we do know, there's some dark magic going on there. Recently, one of the guards, actually, someone out there, one of the guards that's with us now, saw zombies walking around in the king's courtyard.
Well, would you two be ready to go back there for me?
What do you mean?
I want to eventually get rid of that king. He seems like a danger to his people as well as ours. I think you understand that. And I need some people on the inside of that town for information, or maybe just sabotaging things if that will ever get necessary. You two know the city in and out. You have been working there, living there for years. And I think I can fairly trust you. So, what do you say?
They sit there for a minute thinking about it, look at each other. They look at you like, alright, we'll go back. We don't know how it will turn out for us, but we will go back. We don't know if they notice if we're gone, if we deserted yet or not. If they didn't, we'll be lucky.
Yeah. So if they didn't notice that you deserted yet, you will go back and just join back in with the guard regiment, I guess. And maybe there you can get us some more allies on the inside. You can maybe get some more information, and you can all bring it back to me. I need all the information which I can get about the situation there, so I can assess the situation as best as I can.
Alright, me and my buddy here. I forget your name. What's your name? The guy looks at him and is like, dude, we've been working with each other for 5 years. My name is Frederick. Oh, all right, Samantha. We'll go head back to Volok and spy for you. They both get up, arguing each other about, Frederick's name. And they start, walking off. They're doing the task that you sent them off to do.
Okay, nice. In that case, you can edit the town description because
yeah.
of that. So we're now down to 41 inhabitants. Of those are 10 refugees, 3 trained in the Crypt City Guards. Yeah.
Yes.
Oh. Nice. I think that this could really be out. So I kept majority of them, 3 of them, for security, and I think 2 can probably build a small spy network within the city.
Yeah, you're lucky I rolled an 18 on that, because, I have to roll for your charisma.
Yeah.
So, luckily you got an 18 on that.
I mean, you could totally calculate in how well I present my points. I heard that's something some DMs do. Like on charisma checks, they see how well the player talks, and then they give like a minus or plus.
Yeah, I know. Literally how you explained that, even if I did roll like an extremely low, like a 7, one of them would still have gone.
Yeah, see, I mean, it makes sense, doesn't it?
Yeah, I mean, no matter what, one of them was still gone. Unless you rolled a 1, then... they would just get angry at you and storm off.
Oh yeah, that would have been funny. But yeah, I got a pretty good roll, so now I got 2 hopefully competent spies.
Well, I mean, by that conversation they had walking out, how one couldn't remember the other one's name.
Well, that at least means that he probably won't remember my name. So if he gets caught, he won't be able to rap me out.
I don't think they even know your name. Oh no, wait, you did introduce yourself to them. So yeah, you're right. He probably wouldn't remember your name.
I'm secretive as hell.
Secret. You send the ones that don't remember anything to spy for you. I mean, one of them is competent at least. At least one of them is competent.
Exactly. One is competent, and the other one is just cannon fodder.
The other one's the chum to get caught.
Yeah, but luckily he doesn't even remember his friend's name. so even if they interrogate him, he won't remember anything.
Yeah.
So, very nice.
I think the best you'll remember is where your town's at, but don't remember, probably won't remember, everyone's names and how many people are there.
Exactly.
That's a good sign. Alright, so those guys are off. Day's kind of proceeding as normal. Most of the villagers are working on the farmland, trying to get the crops growing early this season before the winter hits.
Yep, makes sense.
They are running on a very short schedule since, winter's not that far around the corner. It will be fall soon.
Aren't we like in a desert?
Yeah, but you're in the very northern part of the desert. You still get hit by the seasonal conditionings.
No, okay. Because I almost thought you forgot what environment we're in.
Yeah. If you were a little farther south, though, then yeah, if you were more...
A little further south, so you mean like that town directly south of us?
Pretty much more closer to between Chichog and Orlix.
Okay, so yeah, that's further down. Okay, how many food reserves does the town have? Like, if we exclude what people eat, how much do we have saved? Pretty much.
So far, you pretty much just have bits and pieces of dried meat. The rations that you gave some of the workers kept some. They didn't eat all of it. They kept a little bit because they don't know how long the food's gonna last. So
yeah.
if winter hit, you probably have enough food to last you a week or two at the most.
Yeah, so we will have to buy food from one of the countries which are north of us. I guess I will have to establish good relations with at least one of them. I guess the Armenians might make sense.
They are the more civilized of the Western Warlands.
The Armenians are directly north of us, pretty much.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. Where's their capital?
Their capital is Ilion to the north. It's literally the city directly north from you, actually. You probably could get a boat over there.
It would be really practical if you could establish trade routes directly through there. If you could just get a good way up there, a good road, then maybe build a bridge or make connections with boats, and you could actually make really good trade there. Ooh. You know what?
Could.
That's actually. I'm actually gonna put that on the plan. That's gonna be our plan for next spring. As soon as spring comes,
Build a bridge over to them.
As soon as exactly. As soon as spring comes, we're gonna start building a road directly towards there.
All right, you're gonna have to see how you probably should talk to them first before that, because they're very uptight about the Western Warland, since they've been almost invaded more than once by the Western Warland other kingdoms.
Yeah, that makes that's very much just like the Habsburgs with the Ottomans.
Yeah. Pretty much.
Oh yeah, these damn people in the east.
Even the time of when the whole world's in crisis, the Western Warland try to take them on.
Yeah. So, yeah, that always lands. Okay, so I guess my most important mission for now will be to go to Ilion, and maybe I can even get an audio. Maybe I can have a talk with like one of the very high ups, considering that I want to, establish some order within the warlands down here, which they really want. I assume that's something they would be very happy about, having someone south of them.
I don't see why not. They wouldn't be happy about it. I mean, look how well they're doing. They were city-states once, and they unified. They managed to grow towns, villages, everything like that. Build up castles. Like, they're doing great for themselves. They probably agreed to your idea.
Yeah, so I think they would be happy to have someone in the south with similar, a similar structure, I guess. going from like city states to like an actual country like that, plus someone who would not attack them constantly.
Yeah.
So yeah,
I don't see anything wrong with that.
You say it in a really suspicious way, and I'm not happy about it.
Well, we have to see how it goes with them. We really have to see.
Yeah. You just say it in like just a suspicious way. Like.
Well, also
okay,
I'm sick. Well, also I'm saying that because I'm trying to not sniffle my nose as I talk, like that.
Totally nothing could go wrong with that. Absolutely nothing.
It's not like it's not like you're gonna run into like a warband of orcs on the way there.
I could probably convince them to join my side.
I
mean, orcs like shiny coins and food, don't they?
Well, also they're pretty intelligent too, so.
Yeah.
You could have a whole conversation with them if they don't kill you on sight.
Exactly. So I would be happy to meet an orc warrior.
But they are mad at Eastern people for their warland situation, so we'll see how that goes.
And I could maybe explain to them that what I'm trying to do is almost like revive the Orcish Empire. I mean, I'm trying to make an empire here, so that's almost the same thing.
Yeah. All right. So you want to head up to Ilion?
I'm gonna grab like. Who am I gonna grab? I'm gonna grab like. What I'm gonna take like 5 people, like 5 men who are equipped with weapons, who I see are like fighters.
All right.
I'm gonna leave the city guards and the ballista guys back, because I think that those are gonna be very important if the town gets attacked by anyone. So I'm just gonna tell them that they should look out for the town and just like take care and try to not do anything stupid.
Alright, so you gather the town, tell everyone your plan about going to the capital Ilion of the Armenian Kingdom, see if they can give support to what you're doing here. Most people are skeptical about this plan. They have no idea how this is going to turn out.
How often do I have to prove myself?
But they agree with what you're doing. They just don't know how it's going to turn out at all.
Yeah.
So you ask, a few people to join you on your quest to go up there. And only 3 of them volunteer. One kind of has like rusted chainmail on them ready to go. The other 2, they look like your typical farmers, but they're armed. They don't know yet if they can pull up a fight or not. But it's better than nothing.
Okay, that's fine with me.
Alright.
They're motivated.
So you take them with you to the Armenian Kingdom?
Yeah.
Alright. I gotta type that in the thing so I can remember for later, just in case. Okay, so you and the 3 villagers gather what little supplies that they have, and you all march off. Heading straight towards the... Actually, what? I forgot to ask. Which way do you want to take? Because there is a road going eastward through Olexgrog, and there's a pathway kind of closer to Volok to the west, but it doesn't hit the city, so you could probably bypass everything.
Yeah, so going over the... I mean, if I go like pretty much left, I could avoid all kinds of towns which would maybe stand in my way, except that one on the road there, which is already part of the Armenian Kingdom. Going right, I might hit I'm gonna have to go through that town, which is not the most safe thing down in these lands.
Yeah, well, either place is not safe. Volok is definitely not the safest, but the road doesn't connect to Volok. Thank God.
Exactly. Yeah. But going through Olexgrog might give me the advantage of
protection.
Just
kind of just like a buffer state. So that decision is up to you if you either want to head westward to Olixgrog or head east, westward.
You,
I almost said east westward.
can you roll it? Can you roll a D2 for me?
A D20?
A D2.
Oh. You got a 1.
On a 1? Okay, then 1 I'm going left. So
Okay.
I am avoiding all towns.
Alright. So you and your company start heading westward to hit the road that will lead up north to the Armenian Kingdom. You guys know you'll hit a border patrol. You do not know how the border patrol is going to act to you and your small party walking up to their borders. But so far, venture's going great. The men behind you are motivated. They think this is a chance to make their lives better, like you already made it better in their village. So along your journey on the way there, you're gonna run into a group. So get ready. I forgot where I put my counter stuff. Okay, there we go. You absolutely running into nothing. You run into nothing. So you just continue on your way, all the way to the first castle of the Armenian Kingdom. Proud stone structure. Looks recently built, actually. Looks like it's only been there for a couple years. And if it's older than that, they're doing a good job, you know, keeping it renovated. Clean stone walls, not even vines growing off of it. Small town around the outskirts where the serfs work and farmland. But the road cuts right through the castle. It cuts right through it. So as you and your party marches up, a couple men on horses ride out towards you. They don't have their swords drawn yet, but it's intimidating nonetheless. Just knights in full clad plate armor on horseback just riding up to you. Your party stops, they stop in front of you, and the guy leading the group tells you, what's your business here? Why do you come from the Western Warlands?
I am nothing more but a simple traveler. Please, just let us pass. We don't want any trouble.
He looks at you for a minute and goes, escort them into the castle. The knights round you up and escort you all to the castle. So far, no hostilities, but they march you into the castle, put you inside like this little office room right by the gate. So you didn't get to see much of the castle as you walk in, and you and your party are sitting there. You sit there for a while, and the door opens. A man, fairly well dressed, comes in with a little piece of paper and a quill, a little ink tubber thing. I don't know what those are called, a little ink tubber, and he sits down at the table at the end of the room and goes, so what the reports say is that you're just a simple traveler, but yet you are wearing damaged plate armor. Those guys over there, I don't even know what they're doing. One has rusted chainmail. You're not simple travelers, are you? So there's more to it why you're here.
All of this is simple protection. Going through these lands is dangerous business, as you might know.
He nods his head. It's like, okay, that makes sense. But there's a whole other reason why you're here. You're not just traveling through. Most people from the Western Warlands do not come to our lands unless they're seeking for something.
Well, I am indeed seeking something. Might I know your name, Mr.
I am Duke William. I run these lands for the king of Armenia, King Tabard. He is a fine king, and I will lay down my life for him. So if you pose any threat to these lands, I am not afraid to stab you right here and now. Men outside are already waiting.
Well, I'm honored that I am here meeting the Duke personally. Very honored.
Shakes his head. He gets up from his chair. He reaches his hand out to shake yours.
I shake his hand.
He looks at you, backs off, looks outside the door, looks towards the door, looks back at you and goes, all right, you can pass these borders. Just watch yourself. Any news I hear in the next any few months about you, I'm not going to be happy with my decision.
You're not gonna regret this decision. I think this was a good decision by you.
All right, get
You're
going.
indeed a wise man. Then I'm just gonna take my party here, and we're gonna move north. Thank you.
Get going. The gates just head straight through the courtyard. The gate's just on the opposite end of us. You can head out down the hill and continue on your adventure. He gets up, gathers his things, walks out the door, leaving it open for you to walk out. He's notifying the men to let you leave.
Very nice. Okay, so I guess I leave.
Yep.
Oh. How long have I been traveling from Rome to here?
It's been a good 2 days.
Then I'm gonna put 2 rations away from my. Okay.
Well, your rations, they're more compact, so actually, probably you could go through 1 ration instead. Because rations are made to last. So.
Okay.
You can go through 1.
As I walk out, I'm gonna see if there's some kind of store where I can get more rations.
You look around, the castle itself seems really well protected. Granary, they have 2 trebuchets set up on both ends of the courtyard, facing towards where you came from.
Oh, that's interesting.
So far what you notice is probably 100 men strong in this castle. There could be more. There's probably more in the keep itself to the, far right side of you.
That doesn't seem too well protected. I'm gonna remember that.
But the men do seem organized. They got patrols going around the villages. They are all set up here on this hill. They are ready for anything thrown at them.
I mean, the siege might be a good idea. This doesn't seem like a place where they hold too much food.
Yeah. But you walk out from the castle, go downhill, and they're in the small villages there. So far, you don't see anything. Mainly farmlands. Mainly just farmlands to keep the castle in supply. You got serfs working the fields. You do see a couple knights, like the knights you saw earlier, riding around, making sure the area is safe. So, if there was any attack on their castle, they will know ahead of time. You can tell. But either from that, you continue on your adventure to Ilion. Nothing happens. It takes about another 2 days to get there. And you arrive to the city of Ilion. Huge, massive.
Did they not have any food? Any chance to buy food?
Doesn't look there. There were no shops at all in the village.
Then I'm gonna put 1 more ration of my. I assume my party has their own food with them.
Yes, they do.
Perfect.
But at this point, they probably just ran out. They've probably been going a day without any food at this rate, actually. But they're still kicking. They're not that hungry yet. They're used to having no food. Perks of being part of the Western Borderlands, you're used to not having food.
Yeah, they're probably used to this.
Yeah. But anyway, so you arrive to the front gates of Ilion. Massive city. The main castle itself, the main, throne area, sits on a large, almost like plateau over the whole city. City is like a human elvish kind of design. You can tell that both humans and elves have built this city together.
Well, that's wonderful. Surprising that there's no orcish remnants, considering that this is in this general area, which would have been orcish.
I really. Okay, you do notice that the city walls themselves are has limestone, so it looks like there was an Orcish settlement at one point, but it's been reconverted over time. When buildings fell apart, they rebuilt new ones. As walls crumbled down, they rebuilt them. The walls have been totally rebuilt since the Awakening Wars a few hundred years ago. So, so whatever was left of the old kingdom has been rebuilt.
Yeah.
Even then, Ilion as a city is an actually Elvish name for rebirth.
Oh, that's interesting.
The city has been rebuilt, I believe, 2 to 3 times.
You don't even know your own world building? That's...
Oh no, I'm going for the perspective as a person.
Sure.
I do know my own world like the back of my hand. I'm just going for more perspective, keep you on your toes. Anyways, so you walk in the city, bustling city, people just doing their own things, shopping, cleaning, enjoying a good time. It kind of almost reminds you of Dragon's Refuge, but the people here are a little bit more, not as classy as Dragon's Refuge. They're a bit more armed for a fight. They're still a Westmoreland city after all, but they're a bit more, fine compared to the other people of the Westmoreland. This is a perfect opportunity to see if you want to go get some food first, or you want to head straight for the keep.
I want to go for some food first. I want to treat my men to a nice meal.
All right. You walk around a little bit around the city, passing through people, bumping his shoulders with other people. So far, well, you notice that no one's pickpocketed you yet.
Wait, yeah. I wanna.
You want to check?
I wanna hold my pocket really close to me.
Just hold your coin pouch.
Yeah. If anyone goes even near them, I'm gonna instantly just punch them in the face.
Well, a couple of people were bumped to your shoulder, but as you reach for your coin pouch, it's still there. Nothing's missing. Which is surprising. But you make it over. You find this large.
I'm telling all of my companions to keep their things close to them, because in places like this, robbery is really common. So they should look out for their pockets.
Okay, your companions listen to you. They hold on to their belongings best they can, not making it look obvious that they're holding. So if someone does try it, they will catch them doing it and probably end up with swift punishment for the person that tried to rob them. But you guys make it to the local tavern. Today is not as a busy day for the tavern. There's probably only a handful of people in there. Everyone else is busy doing other things right now than go get drunk. Plus it's too early for that. So there's only a few people in the tavern. There's a dwarf sitting behind the bar, directly in front, straight across directly from the door, cleaning one of his cups. You smell food burning on the limestone top wood burning stove. And someone's back there cooking it. Looks like a hobbit's actually doing it. Small little person just doing it. So you all sit down at the bar itself. The dwarf looks at you and goes, "Alright, what can I get for you today?"
I turn to my men. What do you want?
You guys look at the grill, like, whatever you're cooking there, we want it. The dwarf turns around, looks at the grill, and looks back at them again. Alright. 5 gold each. You guys.
5 gold. Wait. 5 gold per person?
He looks at you and nods his head.
I give him 30 gold.
Ooh, 30 gold. Okay.
The rest is tip.
The rest is tip. He tells his friend, that they want what he's cooking. So starts throwing in a couple spices in there. Make sure the flavor gets in there, flipping the meat over. And as he's doing that, the dwarf walks over to the back, to the kegs in the back, fills them up with drinks, ale, mead, wine, whatever you want. Brings it all up to you, places it in front of you, and goes like, and he goes like, comes with the meal, and goes back to get you some, somewhere. It's just like a knife and a fork, this two-sided forks. Puts them in front of you, and as he's doing that, the Hobbit brings all the food to you, lays the food out perfectly in front of you. Looks grilled to perfection. Actually, not grilled, but just cooked to perfection. You can see the spices on there. Gives it a more better smell. Makes it smell nice. Catches your nose's attention pretty much.
Nice. Well, so 4 meals, I guess, right? Because 4 men, 4 meals.
Yes.
Of course, yeah. So I take one for myself, and each of my companions gets one as well, obviously.
Yeah. But I don't think your companions wait too long. They start eating you right away and chugging the ale. They haven't had a meal like this in forever. Especially a meal this good.
I am showing myself more
control.
Control, yeah, obviously.
Yeah. So, they eat their meal. They thank the dwarf and the hobbit, and you all leave out. Again, you're still in the you're in the main marketplace now where all the markets are at. So you can either go shopping real quick or you can head up towards the keep.
I'm gonna instantly head for the keep. I'm not here forever. I got my men first. They're happy, and that's all I need for now.
All right. You walk up to the keep. You and your little small part walking up to the keep, and there's a line of guards protecting the keep. So you walk up to them. They're watching you, a little bit worried. One of the men at the main keep door walks up to you and goes, "If you want to enter the keep, one of you only may enter, and you have to leave your weapons behind."
I hand my men who I took with me. I hand my short swords over to like one short sword to one, short to the other, and then my bastard sword.
Alright, so you hand the weapons to your companions. Yeah, it looks like confused of why you handed to them. They don't look trustworthy to him, but he lets you inside, and you walk inside.
They're well enough.
Yeah, they let you walk inside.
I mean, the best thing is like I just bought them good expensive food.
Yeah, but the guards don't know that.
The guards, yeah, that's what I'm thinking to myself right now. They wouldn't betray me, so.
Not yet, at least. Still joking.
I am very much still in a good position. If I ever do something wrong, they might consider it. But for now, I seem like the perfect leader. Like, I'm gonna be honest, I only did good stuff so far.
Yeah. Okay, so you walk in. So far, it looks like your typical keep: stone walls, glass windows, maybe some decorative armor around. Banners hanging on tall pillars that hold the ceiling up. Nothing too crazy. You see a couple of advisors and the higher noble class wandering around, dealing with matters within the land itself. A man runs out of the. As you are getting closer to the main throne room itself, a man runs out of there very quickly. It looks like he's in a rush. He accidentally trips on you and falls straight to the floor, knocking a bunch of scrolls everywhere.
Oh, sorry. I help him pick the scrolls up.
He nods his head at you and runs off, and you continue into the throne room. There's a line of people at the throne room right now. Not that big of a line, but a line nonetheless. People going up to the king explaining what current problems are in the land. King goes through them. You look at the king. He's a somewhat fairly old man, probably hitting he's probably hitting near the end of his life cycle, to be honest. But he looks like a very nice, happy fellow. Every person he greeted is with respect. Eventually, it gets to you in the line, and you walk up, and he looks down at you, and he goes, "I've never seen your face before. Welcome to Ilion. What can I do for you?"
Can I just say out of game that this seems like a really, really kind king for some reason? This guy seems like the chillest guy ever.
He's got like a vibe on him. He's passing the vibe check.
He definitely passed the vibe check. So he looks at the people nicely. He sees them new and greets me. This is such a cool guy. Love him instantly.
He's the lovable character.
He's the lovable king. Somehow. Well, I guess you can just make kings very lovable sometimes. I bend down. It's an honor.
He's like, no need to kneel. No one here kneels to me. It's the West of Orleans after all. We're a bunch of quote-unquote city-states. But we're the most peaceful one.
I am visiting you from the Western Orleans. I came from there to bring to you a proposal, as I would say.
He nods his head. His advisor whispers something in his ear real quick. He waves off the advisor, gives him like a 1 moment finger, and just goes, "What proposal do you bring?"
I have established, I would say, freed a town in the northern area of the Warlands. I tried to bring order and peace to those lands which are at the moment but the most chaotic in the world, I would say. I seek to some degree, I would say, your support in this matter. I would like to build a road towards your capital here, towards Ilum, as my little town sits directly south of it. So a road connecting these two towns would be very practical for both of us, I believe.
It sits there for a minute, thinks about it.
Oh, damn.
And he talks to his advisor. They're whispering something in the corner.
Is it like the obviously evil advisor, or?
Yeah, well, he's like the king's advisor, since like, you know.
He's definitely he's definitely like snakiest evilest, and he like, yeah.
Okay, you can tell they're having a bit of a banter for a minute. They're having a bit of a banter back and forth. The king leans straight back up, looks towards. He's like, "I do see the proposal and the benefits of this, but we wouldn't have the manpower to keep that area safe. If your town happens to be attacked by one of the Western Warlands, they have easy access to our land since there's no castle. We don't have right now the manpower to build a new castle there. Even if your town is a buffer state, it just wouldn't work out."
Luckily, I am in the process of militarizing my town for the purpose of defending it better. If I can make it defendable enough to give protection to this road and to this new way into your lands, would you be fine with building this connection then?
The king nods his head for a couple seconds, and he goes, "All right, we'll build your road under one condition. I would be allowed to send a small regiment of men to your town. Make sure nothing goes wrong. There will be a scouting party checking in every once in a while to see if nothing happens.
Mm-hmm.
If something's about to go, I will not guarantee my support if something goes awry there, though. If you happen to be attacked, my men will probably withdraw from the town itself before it's hit.
How big will this regiment be that you send to us?
It'll be 20 men strong.
20 men. Well, I don't mind that as long as your men can keep themselves fed at least. We don't have the resources to feed your men and mine. We are very much trying to get our own farming going currently. So I hope you understand that.
And as you're speaking that, the advisor interrupts you, screaming at the king. He's like, "You've been ignoring me for too long! You've gone too far, my lord. Sending these men to the Western Moorlands will be an act of war upon the other kingdoms. They will probably send armies to our lands. There'll be nothing we can do this time after last time they invaded us, and that time we were fighting a great war with the Awakened." The king looks at him like, "Enough! I have made my decision. 20 men is not going to be an act of war. If they see it as an act of war, then they can see the full might of the Armenian kingdom. Come on, we have the Order literally as our bordered allies. If the Western Moorlands attacked us, they will come in our aid." "Well, perfectly fine, advisor. I advise you to stand down." Advisor gets angry, kind of just storms off. Yells for his, advisor of war over. Tells him, gather some men, send them with this man here to his settlements. I also want to requisition a bridge being built to his town. Give me a map. We're gonna plan it all out from here. The king gets up and follows walks out of the room, and the advisor of war tells you to follow him. So you follow him out the keep. Your companions are waiting for you. He makes you wait outside as he walks off towards the barracks area, gathering some men in the courtyard training, bringing them up. They come in and they bring some horses down from the king's stables. So all the men are mounted on horses, ready to go. And they look at you, it's like, the war advisor looks at you like, "Do you have any horses?"
My men can march just fine. Discipline is something we have here. Your men don't?
And he looks at you like, "We're only using these horses since it's convenient, because these men are going to be arriving before the bridge is built. This will take your 4-day walk into a 2-day ride. Maybe a day and a half. At the most."
Well, guess we're just gonna have to march a bit faster. Am I right, men?
One of them just goes, "Yeah."
Yeah, that's the response I wanted.
That's the response I want. So, they offered you horses to ride, though.
No, thank you. I prefer you using my own feet.
He puts up his hands like, "Okay, whatever you want."
Mm-hmm.
And he looks at his men. "You have your orders. You start riding now. These men will catch up with you eventually." He looks at you for a second and was like, "Well, we could provide you a boat to get over the river so you could tell your townsfolk about this arrival before they arrive, because I don't feel like they would probably be too happy with a random arrival of 20 armed soldiers into their lands."
Mm-hmm. That would be very convenient. Thank you.
Alright, so he orders one of the guards up from, the barracks again. Like, he escort them to the docks, writes on a little piece of paper with a piece of charcoal that he picked up off the ground near an old campfire, hands him the paper, and goes, "Give that to the dockmaster." And he walks into the keep. The guard looks at you, shrugs his shoulders, and just guides you down to the docks. At this point, the pathway they took feels like a maze. You're going like it feels like you're just walking in circles until you finally arrive to the docks. I realize OBS is not playing anymore. Okay, there we go. You arrive to the dock. It's not the biggest dock you're seeing since it is on a river. It doesn't need to be that big. And so you guys arrive. The guy hands a paper to the dockmaster. As the dockmaster's reading over, you see a bunch of guards chasing a boat that's floating down the river. And the guy on the boat screaming, "I have commandeered a ship!" as he sails down the river. Guards are throwing ropes onto the boat to try to, pull it back on the shore, but the guy keeps knocking them off. They have another boat chasing after it. But they're just having struggles with this one man. And he's dressed like a Viking.
I like this guy. I am definitely gonna get him into my navy once we have one.
As you watch him, he proceeds to ram the boat into a rock and sinks the ship.
Well, he would totally fit in with my people, as incompetent as ever.
And as the boat's, he doesn't realize the boat's sinking yet, so he goes, "I am Viking!" As the guards manage to catch up on the boat, the guards on the other boat catch up to him, grab him, and pull him onto the other boat, and start sailing back to, closer back to shore to unload him, and the other guards that are chasing him on land are running over to seize the man.
I mean, I'm not sure how much I like him at this point.
And as the guards are taking him, a little lizard, it's probably size of size of a pit bull, runs up and leaps at one of the guards holding the Viking. So, he lets the Viking go, and the Viking makes a run for it, and the little lizard starts following after the Viking, just going as it just runs off with him. And your party is just sitting there in confusion, like, what did we just watch? And as this whole thing goes down, you don't even notice that the dockmaster left and brought you a small sailboat. Probably like a fishing boat. That's the way to describe it. Just to get you across the water to your
And who's gonna? Are we gonna be the only ones in this boat, or is someone gonna?
You look. The guard heard you say that, and he was like, "I think it's only gonna be you. I don't have any orders on the piece of paper saying that I should accompany you or anyone else. I think it's just gonna be you guys."
Because if it's just us, then we're just gonna leave the boat on the other side. We can't really carry it with us to our town, and we can't really bring it back here. Because.
They're like, do whatever you want with it. You could scuttle it for all we care. We have plenty of these.
Okay. I guess this is gonna be the start of our navy then.
The start of a navy is just a fishing boat.
It's just wait, the little river which goes up to a farming land, would that be big enough to get that boat in there?
It's not wide enough yet. You probably could get the boat jammed in there, though, to a point like water will still flow in, but your boat won't sail away, but of course you could just tie it to a tree somewhere. But you could make that bigger and bring the boat in. Yeah,
and then we could maybe actually have, like, fishing boats going out there.
Alright, so you all get on the boat. You're gonna be, like, at the village, like, a few hours, like, in a few hours, like, the guy, you're gonna have to be waiting a whole day for the Armenian guys to show up on horseback.
Yeah, they're so still. I'm gonna so hard laugh at them because they were like, oh yeah, you go with foot, but horses are so much faster. And then we just wait for them menacingly, like, oh yeah, there you are, we waited for you.
Oh, that'd be hilarious. Alright, so you guys get on the boat, start sailing off. The current's a little strong, so it starts pushing you downstream, but it's alright. It's gonna get you pretty close to where you need to land anyways. you're only on the boat for maybe a couple hours before you actually hit the other side of the river. So your party get off the boat, tie it to tie it to a tree somewhere, walk along the riverside until you find the entrance to the irrigation system, and just follow the irrigation system down back into your town. And as you walk up to the town, some of the people, it's getting dark out, so some of the people are leaving. One of the town's guards is noticing them, and just like, how the hell did you come from that way? You went that way earlier. You went east, and you're coming from the north. And one of the villagers look at him like, you idiot! They probably took a boat.
Wait, do we carry the boat with us?
No, you left it tied up to a tree by the river, a little bit up the ways before the irrigation system.
Okay, yeah, damn. We're gonna get later. Okay, here we are back. Okay, so what happened while we were gone? Any significant events? I want everything.
One of the guards let down the drawbridge, let you in. He tells you that there was a orc raid, a day ago. Apparently, the orcs have heard about what you're building here, my lord. They came in. The ballista men made short work of them. They did not expect us to be well defended. They didn't even make it past the moat. One of them drowned in the moat. I think his body is still there. What was left, they just turned around and left.
And the dead bodies?
We don't. The one is still in the moat. The other two that we killed, they're just. We kind of just throw them in the moat as well.
Do you have anything on them? Which you could have gotten maybe their weapons or equipment. Do you know?
We managed to get just a regular sword off of them. Good old long sword.
Yeah, well, you can keep that if you want, or you can give it to one of the other soldiers. I don't care, to be honest.
Oh well, thank you, my lord. The other weapons were not so lucky. The one's at the bottom of the one's at the bottom of the mountain. The other one, apparently the orc thought it was a good idea to use as a shield against a ballista bolt. Snap the sword in half.
Yeah.
We did get the ballista bolt back, but the tip of it is, not going to be good at shooting things anytime soon.
Yeah, but it might be good for a training shot, wouldn't it?
I guess you're right, my lord.
Wonderful.
So, other than that, the sun's setting. You barely see the top of it as it sets down. Everyone's heading back to their homes to lay down.
Oh yeah, I am rewarding the 3 volunteers who came with me, each with 10 gold.
Oh, okay, that's actually surprising me. Okay, they're all excited about it. They bow and like, thank you, my lord, thank you, and they storm off to their.
I want to show that the people who volunteer for things and who do stuff for me are gonna get rewarded. They got good food, they got gold, they didn't get hurt, they barely had to do anything. So yeah.
Yeah. I gotta do something real quick. I'll be right back.
Yep, perfect. I guess I'm here like now alone. Oh, all alone. Okay, so stream. DM is currently wait for a second. Gonna have to wait a little bit. You're not gonna be here with me for a bit alone. Totally fun. Um, so while he's gone, you can ask me any questions about the campaign and stuff. I'm always available for you, chat, as your emotional support player. You can join the Discord if you want. Exclamation mark Discord. Then you could also join into the VC and play with us properly. Or you can just type in chat and play that way. So all of that is possible. I'm just giving you all the options here. Otherwise, everything's going pretty great in the campaign right now. Lots of fun stuff. I would be happy if people from the chat joined in. So, yeah. Oh, damn. I'm not doing good advertising, am I? No, that's fine.
Okay, I'm back. What did I miss?
I had a little conversation with chat.
A little conversation. How little we talking?
More of a monologue.
Just monologue. You're a villain now. You're monologuing.
No, I was just talking to chat. It's just like I didn't get any response from chat.
Wait, hold on, wait. There's a response. There's your response.
so please don't like rewatch the stream and see what I talked about while you were gone.
Okay, I totally won't watch the recording later.
Please, no, dude, you can't do this. You can't do this to me.
Alright,
Yeah.
so we'll go back to it. So the night's ending. Everyone's heading to bed. You want to head back? You want to head to bed, or you want to do one quick final thing before you call it a night?
I don't think so. I think that's it.
All right. So you head to the house. You head to your little limestone house. Go up the stairs. Lay on your bed.
How big is my bed?
Your bed is just basically just a twin size bed.
Okay. So I could totally get a wife in there. Okay, perfect.
I can have a wife in there.
Hey, political marriage, my guy. Political marriage.
Political marriage.
It's
Just gonna
important.
just marry the king's daughter. Marry the king's daughter of Oliskrog.
I mean, that might be. I don't know if that's good. I mean, Oliskrog is the obvious option because they're the pretty. But I mean, I could maybe get better relations with the Armenians if I marry some duke's daughter or something like that. To get like the relationship between me and them on a good level, because it's like family bond and stuff.
Yeah, I guess so. That's actually a good idea.
Or I could even think about further east. What's that other place they're called?
The Living Order.
Living Order. Yeah, maybe I can go there and then get better relations with them through some marriage shit.
I mean, they are a very small kingdom. I mean, it wouldn't be that hard to do, probably.
And they are a smaller kingdom, so that means diplomacy with them is gonna be rather easy, And then maybe potentially, I mean, I could take them over maybe in the future. They don't seem too strong.
I mean, they are fanatics. Yeah. They actually have one of the strongest military.
Damn. I thought because it was small that they might be weaklings.
No, they are. How do you say? They're fanatics. They believe that magic is a very dangerous element, and only some forms of magic should be used by people. And the magics that they do believe that can be used is what they use to protect themselves from magic. So, like, literally, wizards are completely defenseless against them. If you had an army of mages, they're gonna do nothing to them.
Oh wait, so I guess I'm gonna have to get Mars on my side.
You want to get... I mean, if you're going... I mean, the Armenian Kingdom has allies with them, so I mean...
I need... I need Mars and... probably Helios on my side. So they'll be probably good choices. Jupiter, obviously. All the cool gods.
All the gods.
All the gods. The gods shall strengthen me in this pursuit of power for Rome.
For Rome! Okay, so you rest. I think, yeah, are you still missing? Oh yeah, you have like 24 out of 26. You just put that back up to 26.
Yeah, very nice.
Yeah, so you're fully healed.
Okay. Nice.
So, uneventful night. You sleep pretty well. Wake up the next morning, people are already up and about, doing their tasks. It looks like the farmland's actually doing quite good, too. While you were gone, some crops have already started to grow in.
Nice. Okay, so, who's on the farm? Is it like the men or is it the women mostly?
It's a mixture of both men, women, and children.
Yeah.
Everyone's working the farmland. They're all doing their best, and you know you got the guards walking around, patrolling the area. The guys on the ballistas doing their thing. You do have some men of the village also patrolling the area, making sure it's safe, keeping lookout.
I mean, it's not that big, to be honest. We don't need that many patrols, to be honest. Yeah.
Yeah, but they're not good farmers, so what you could do is probably take those men and go retrieve your boat.
Yeah, I was thinking that I could probably... I'm probably gonna grab the guards, the trained ones, because they're like the strongest ones, pretty much, I guess. I mean, I'm gonna grab them so they can help me carry the boat over here.
Yeah, and you probably have some people from the farmland dig a bigger irrigation system so you can bring the boat in.
Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna go with one person of the town can patrol pretty much and go for order, and the guards gonna help me carry the boat, and then the other people who patrolled plus the guards are gonna help me with widening the irrigation system. Pretty much.
Alright, so you guys, you know, gather your supplies. Some people already head towards the end of the irrigation system, widen it. You go along the river back to find your boats, and you see that there's a man trying to take the boats.
Hey, you there! Stop right there!
You see him look up real quick, and he seems oddly familiar to you. And
oh, no,
and, you know, he goes back to try to undo the boat, and as you and you guys get closer, a lizard jumps out at you. And just knocks you to your feet.
Like an actual lizard, or
that, you know that, remember that lizard? You look at the lizard, and it looks like that lizard from Ilion.
Oh, no, no.
And the guy manages to get the boat unlodged, and he goes, "I have commandeered your ship! I am Viking!"
We don't want no trouble. Stop right there.
The lizard jumps into the... He's not even paying attention. The lizard jumps in the water, swims on, climbs along the wood of the boat, onto the boat. It's just... You know, they're casually sailing off. But you can tell that he doesn't know how to sail a boat, because he nearly beaches the boat 2 feet away from you.
I'm just like, okay, gods, come on, get the men.
As he's jumping out the boat, the guys grab him. The lizard does the same routine, tries to jump on the guy that's holding onto the Viking, but your guy grabs it by the tail and just holds it there. Holding it straight out. The lizard does manage to reach up and bite his arm, but he's wearing chainmail, so it does absolutely nothing to him.
Good. competent men. Exactly what I need.
The Viking is like, let me go! I am Loki the Viking! You shall unhand me, or you will face the wrath of a god! Your men, disarm them. They throw like 3 axes straight to a ground and a freaking giant spear that almost just like a halberd.
Old man, please. We don't want no fight with you. Just calm down and don't take our boat, please. Be very helpful.
Okay. He calms down. And he manages to get loose from one of your guards, but he just sits down. He accepts defeat. The lizard, his little pet lizard, sees that and lets go of the guy's arm. He puts the lizard down. The lizard just runs up and sits next to the Viking.
My God.
Has made no attempt to reach for his weapons. He's just like looking at you, arms crossed. And he goes, "All right, I'm cooperating."
Good. That's one step. I haven't even introduced me yet, have I? My name is Chatius, and I am current leader of the town of Rome, just south of here. The boat which you tried to take just now is my possession. Yeah. So, if you could refrain from trying to take what is rightfully mine, it would be very helpful.
He looks at you, looks at the boat, looks back and goes, "So you're not Armenian?"
I am, in fact, not Armenian. Me and the Armenians are friends, I would say, but I'm not one of them.
He looks for a second, just gives you a little, squint his eyes a little bit. Shakes his head and goes, "Damn, it would have been a lot better if you were an Armenian."
Well, I am not, so you could just leave my boat alone now and let my men bring it down to our town.
He gets up and goes, "Fine, I'll leave the boat alone. It's not fun when you're not Armenian." Grabs his weapons, equips them all himself, and is getting ready to leave. The lizard's looking at you, just his black beady eyes just staring up at you, just doing lizard things.
Yeah.
Growls at you a little bit, just goes. Argh. Gets up and starts following the Viking as he leaves.
This guy is way too chaotic to recruit. I'm not gonna try. He's a chaotic force to be reckoned with. I'm not gonna even try.
I mean, if he knew how to sail a boat, he probably would be a lot more threatening. But yeah, you gotta be impressed that he took a non-lethal route to these approaches, too. So there's some form of thinking behind there.
Yeah, quite impressive. I'm gonna just shake my head and take the boat and, I carry it.
Alright.
Well, I'm gonna use my men to carry it down to Rome.
Okay.
Rome.
So, your men, you're guiding the boat along the stream, getting up to the irrigation system. The people they have working the irrigation system, they've done some work on it, but
Yeah,
it's only big enough right now to get your boat halfway through there. Enough to keep your boat from sailing away.
Yep.
But not enough to get it all the way in, so.
I did a little map to just represent the boat and a bit of the widened aggregation system now.
Okay, so you get the boat in there. Boat's perfectly put in there, it's not going to go anywhere. It's not going to sail away from you.
I wonder if more water flow is going to help the crops.
Oh yeah, it probably would help the crops a lot with wide water flow, and especially as you widen the irrigation system to get the boat more closer to the town. Yeah, you're
gonna flow. So
Yeah, you're gonna have water. You're gonna probably have aqueducts. That only works if you're by mountains, though.
Aqueduct time. Yeah, this seems like very flat lands, to be honest.
Yeah, it's very flat lands. Maybe a couple like bumps and like hill bumps here and there, but mainly it's all flat.
Yeah.
But it's more green than the other parts of the Western Land because it's so close to a river. So bonus.
Whoa.
So you all march back into town. Boats for now secured. You do have some people working the irrigation system and keeping watch to, get the boat close to the town. Other than that, day is going well.
Oh yeah, I should be receiving my 20 soldiers today. Actually, I should maybe go look for them so I can receive them properly.
Give them a proper welcoming.
Exactly.
So as you get ready to leave, you see a man riding on the horse. He's running at you. He's running at you full speed.
He doesn't appear to be from the Armenians, does he?
I'm gonna roll that for you, see what you notice. And you notice that he is not Armenian. In fact, he's one of the guards that you sent to Volek.
He's riding at me full speed. I'm gonna put a hand on the bastard sword just in case.
Okay. He sees you, starts slowing down the horse, and stops stops next to you. He goes, "My lord, the rumors are true. The king has built an undead force. He's sending a small contingent this way now. They should be here in a few hours."
Mm-hmm. Thank you for the information, soldier. I salute him. You should ride back to the town right now. You should be safe there. We can look after ourselves.
He nods his head, turns around the horse, and starts riding off. And he kind of starts going through the open field to avoid the undead.
Okay, so is it just? Oh wait, do I see them or is it?
Not yet. You got a few hours to prepare before they arrive. So you probably got a good 30 minutes before you'll see them across the field.
Okay, I'm gonna get all of my forces up. The irrigation system doesn't matter too much right now. I'm gonna get up all of the armed men. Nope, all men, I guess.
All right. So you get everyone that's able to fight up to the western side of the town. You all sit there for a good.
Actually, no. We're gonna move one of the ballistas from the east side to the west side, so we can focus fire on them. As undeads don't really use tactics too much, so they won't be encircling us, I think.
All right.
We'll just be going ahead.
So your men, the two of the guys that know how to use the ballista, run off and grab the ballista, and they're carrying it along. They got some women helping them carry it to the west side. They get it all set up, loaded, ready to launch. You're all sitting there for probably a good 15 minutes before you start seeing them arrive over the horizon. They're moving at a quite decent pace, but you could outwalk them. Still, you can outwalk them.
I could outwalk.
Yeah.
Wait. Give me a second.
I'm gonna roll for you, see how many you notice. As you're looking over, you see probably a good 80 strong undead force. Most of them are equipped with spears and typical, soldier equipment. You can tell that they're Volek's own soldiers that have been converted to the undead. Some of them look civilian in nature, but they're so armed like every other soldier. The guards that retreated from Volek and the refugees are quivering in fear right now, because this is what they came to avoid.
Exactly. I'm gonna actually so I can outwalk the undead, right?
Yes. They still move at a decent pace, so it'll take a bit to outwalk them. Like, if you had, a speed gauge, You walk at a 5 in the speed gauge as they truffle like a 4.8.
Okay, so pretty much anyone else except undead? Any humans with them? Or, or is it just undead?
So far, what you can tell, you don't see anyone alive.
I'm gonna actually jog over to the undead. The undead was approaching.
You're gonna walk over to the undead.
I'm gonna walk over to the undead alone. I tell my men to stay down and protect the town if anything happens to me.
Alright, so they lower the drawbridge for you. You walk out. The undead seem to actually have a code of thinking, because they pause for a second, seeing you walk up to them. And then it looks like they regain composure and start marching up to you.
They just march with their slow speed.
Yes.
Okay.
As they get closer to you, they lower down spears, and they're like almost in a phalanx formation, marching up to you.
This is exactly what I always dream of doing when I'm playing a necromancer. I'm not gonna lie. This is like exactly the thing I'm always. Oh my god, I'm gonna like use my formations with undead and like I'm such a military guy. Oh my god. but like come on, like undead are like perfect soldiers. They follow every order. They don't retreat ever because they're perfectly loyal. If
they have no morale, so you can't break it. And if they kill someone, you could. If they kill someone, hey, look at that! You could raise him again.
Exactly. So undead are the perfect army. Okay, they lower their spears. I'm gonna draw my bastard sword with 2 hands. I'm gonna try and like cut off the spears pretty much as they walk up to me, to just like slowly walk back and try to get their spears broken. So
All right.
I can, get the most out of this. They're slow, so I can try to do this a little bit.
All right. So I'm gonna roll for your attack. So you go straight for the spear. Durna egg. Egg.
Egg.
You hit the spear, but you manage to knock it off. That's all you ever do is knock it off to the side. The undead's actually able to recover quickly and retaliate. Oh crap! He goes straight through. He stabs straight under the pauldron on your right shoulder and rips it off your shoulder.
How much damage is that?
He does 8 damage to you.
Oh damn, things are strong. Or maybe you just worked really well. Okay.
I'm gonna give you a chance to run off. Unless you want to keep trying.
I want to like break the formation in the middle. If I could just get a few of the phalanx spears in the middle broken off, and just cut someone that up, then maybe I can just fundamentally weaken them in case they get it into close combat.
All right. So you swing your sword again. You manage to break one of the spears. You broke one of the spears, but just as quickly as you were able to break the spear, that zombie's already moved back, and a new zombie's already taken his place with another spear in front of you. Couple zombies in the back have bows at the ready. One of them takes a shot at you, and he manages to hit you, but your plate armor manages to protect you from it. So all it does is deflects off of you.
Okay.
But you're beginning to notice that this is a little more dangerous than you thought it would be. These zombies are a bit organized.
Yeah, they are pretty good formation. I'm gonna have to give them that much.
At this point, though, you've moved back enough that your people in the town can start firing ballistas and arrows into the undead.
Exactly. I want to call out to my people. Aim at their back ranks to try and take out their bowmen.
All right, so your men start firing, and the ballista bolt managed to go straight into the phalanx line, taking just a good line of them out. The archers miss a few of the shots, maybe like a handful of arrows actually land on target, but they're mainly into the phalanx of the zombies, weakening it.
Yeah, great. Okay, so the ballista cut down like a whole line, right?
Yes, but just as quickly as, but again, as soon as that gap was open, the phalanx reformed to fill in the gap.
Can I just do a rough estimate? How many zombies are here?
The scout reported 80 originally. Right now, you're down to literally 63. No, not 63. You're down to 73.
Okay, 73. Damn. Okay. I'm gonna try to continue to just cut down maybe a few of the zombies at the frontier to try and take out some more before I get out of melee.
All right. You go for another attack. It is repelled by the zombies. You manage to get a sword clobber into one though, and rip off its head before immediately just getting pushed back by the phalanx. The phalanx goes in for a counter push against you, but they hit the plate armor again. All they do is pushing you back more towards the moats. You're getting pretty close to the moat at this point now, but your townsfolk are firing another volley into the undead with precise accuracy. A whole line of zombies just fall to the ground. But
yeah, a dead ballista? I mean, it's two ballistas. So.
Yeah, both ballistas managed to get through the phalanx into the archers in the back of the phalanx too.
I mean,
so
they can't really walk through the moat, can they? That's kind of so the archers pose the only threat.
The archers are the only threat. Do you want to retreat back into the town right now since you're close enough for that, or you want to keep doing what you're doing?
One last cut and then retreat.
All right.
So I want to give like one last step through one of the zombies' heads or something.
All right. You go for one last attack, and you couldn't reach them. The spears are blocking you. The phalanx formation is just blocking you.
Yeah. Okay. Then just totally retreat.
Okay. Your men lower the drawbridge as you run back in. And as they're raising the drawbridge, the archers of the undead force release a volley onto the town people.
Yeah. That's exactly. Yeah, okay.
They hit. A couple people are injured right now, but 5 of them are dead. You got 6 injured, 5 dead.
Oh. 5 men, 5 women, children?
Men. Just men so far. None of the women and children involved right now.
Yeah, I assumed they would have... Okay, so we're down to 10 men in the whole town. Oh, that hurt. That's so much more than 2 months.
And after that volley, you notice that the pikemen are kind of gathering up towards the drawbridge, but the archers are encircling the town.
Okay, I want all fire focused on the archers.
Okay, your men start fire on the archers, and again with precise accuracy, they take out a good swath of the archers as they move. The pikemen zombies brought ropes, and they're trying to throw it onto the drawbridge to bring it down. So far, no success. So far, no success.
Okay.
But they are in a big blob, leaving a perfect opportunity for your ballista men to shoot them down.
Ballistas fire on the pikes. Archers fire on the archers. We need to take them out first.
Okay, your men do another volley. This volley isn't as successful with the archers. The archers get a good chunk of the undead, but not enough to be effective. Your ballista men just absolutely just destroys a good handful of zombies with their shots. I'm gonna roll this dice as something. Okay, I just rolled an awesome dice roll. As your men are struggling fighting off the zombies are getting ready to another volley, you hear rumbling in the distance.
Is it the horse is arriving with the scouts?
As you notice, as the horizon over, you see an Armenian flag ahead of a group of horsemen. The zombies don't even notice yet.
Yeah.
They're riding full speed into the horde, straight in the back of the phalanx and the archers, and they are just... Oh my gosh, that's a 20. They are cutting them down. They are just broke through their ranks. The phalanx zombies are scattered. The archers have just been picked off. And like what remain of the undead are actually retreating, apparently.
Oh, nice.
As they retreat, the Armenian men are just cleaning them up. They didn't get all of them. Pretty much all that started the retreat got away. They probably killed only like 5 of them as they retreat, but only 12 of them got away.
Maybe how fast are these zombies that they can escape?
The Armenians are more distracted with the zombies close to the town right now.
Okay, yeah.
So they're not really concentrating on the ones that are no threats.
Okay, yeah, fair. Come on, archers, fire at the retreating.
Your archers far out the retreating undead horde, and they got all of them but one.
All but one. This is almost like sending a message. Like, here you can have one of them. Good luck.
Yeah, all but one managed to get away.
Imagine you're this king and you're like, oh yeah, this is like a random little town, easy. You send out 80 undead into a town which has like how many people did we have?
Like 42.
No, we had without the refugees we were like at 30 people pretty much. Yeah, 30 people, and 30 people town, 80 undead, and just one undead comes back alive. Ooh,
yeah.
This is. Oh. Yeah.
I gotta put this in the recap area too.
I want all of those spears picked up and sold. I'm sure those are gonna be good.
Or you can use them yourself. They're still good spears. They're not.
But like I don't know if we don't need that many spears. We don't even have that many people, you know. Especially now that we lost 5 of our good men.
Yeah, and 6 of them are injured, so they'll probably be down for a while. And don't think about you too. You are pretty injured there yourself.
No, I barely took anything.
You took 8 damage.
Barely anything for my 26 hit points.
Tis but a scratch. A scratch.
It's literally just a scratch. It's.
You say there's like you're missing your right pauldron and there's a hole just gaping through your shoulder.
That's fine.
I'm gonna hide the map real quick. We don't need that right now, since we're back in the town.
You could show the town map.
Oh yeah, we can show the town map. Okay, go back to OBS and pop it up. Now I gotta shrink the map so it fits onto the screen. Dude, you got me addicted to Stronghold again.
Yeah, obviously, what else was I supposed to do? It's so good.
I forgot how fun that game was. And I still have Legends in 1, too.
Ooh. Yeah, so maybe we should play against each other in Stronghold.
I will die instantly.
I'm not that good, come on.
I'm not that good either. I've been terrible at strategy games. Okay,
well,
so one of the guys looks like the leader of the group, rides up to the drawbridge and goes, "Looks like we just arrived in time. You folks were having troubles with these guys."
I walk up there. I assume he recognizes me as the guy who was planning to walk here. Oh, look at you!
Yeah, he just looks at you like, how the hell did you get here? We were on horseback!
Well, I stabbed my men at disciplined marchers, didn't I?
He just looks back, like, the direction they came from, look back, it's like, I guess you're right!
Yep. Oh, we walked all through the night. I can tell you, we whew, yeah, well, you did arrive just in time. Bit late, but just in time, I guess.
you know, your people on the drawbars, let them in. Some of the Armenians out there collecting the bodies, piling them up, collecting the weapons that they have. There's plenty of bows, spears, swords, and shields just ready for the picking.
Oh, what, shields?
Yeah, they have shields. They're like the the phalanx had small kite shields.
I thought phalanx were without shields, weren't they? Because
Depends. Early phalanx formations didn't have shields until archers became more of a threat, and you know other phalanx formations and other people started using phalanx formations. They started equipping everyone with phalanx formations with shields, so you can defend yourself. So like you know you have like that you have an arm strap, so you strap on your arm so you can still hold on the spear with your shield arm.
Okay, yeah. I mean, it makes sense. It's I mean, it's something of a less developed Roman formations. So you know, I mean, swords are way better than spears. Okay, no, not really, but you know, like heavy infantry. I just love it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Okay then. So I guess that's that then. I welcome the Armenians. These are so many Armenians they could probably take over the whole town by themselves.
Oh, they're literally like you're outnumbered like by 10 people. There's 20 of them. There's 30 now, like 38 of you.
We have 4 men and 6 injured. And
yeah.
The rest are just women and children. Oh, okay, no, we also got so we got 6 injured, 4 non-injured, and then 3 city guards.
Actually, we're gonna roll see what you notice in the casualty. So you look at the casualty, and one of the city guards died in the attack. He has an arrow straight through his nose right now, up to his brain.
No.
The rest are the original townsfolk. One of them looked like one of the refugees that arrived with them as well. But that heads up probably save your life, because your guys will probably notice at last moment, and by that point they'll be on top of them. With that, as your men are cleaning up, you're looking through the supplies. You're gonna get some fun loot. You get some XP as well for that.
Oh yeah, I finally level up, right? You said
yep. Yep, you get to level up now. So
does
you get
level up too.
What?
Does chat level up too?
Yeah, chat does level up too.
Chat did so much work.
I know, chat did all the work. Okay, so you get 3 options. Alright. And... okay, you get 2 skills and 1 magic.
Ooh, 1 magic.
Yeah. I gotta roll d6 for this one.
Finally magic, yay!
So one is Constitution, and the other one is Wisdom. For the magic tree, for your option to level up, is Abjuration, which is like, magic that you can gain with, reinforcing yourself against other magical shields, pretty much. Mm-hmm. So if you ever learn a magical shield spell, you get more effective points with it.
Abjuration or?
You got Abjuration, then you have Constitution and Wisdom.
One of those choices.
Constitution increases your health.
I know how these. Okay, I'm going 14 Constitution then.
Okay, you're going for Constitution. Your health gets doubled.
Doubled.
So from 26, it goes to 52. Yeah.
Oh damn. Does it also make my current hit points higher? Or?
No, you're gonna have to rest to gain your health points back. Okay, if you didn't go through combat and didn't take any damage, I would agree with that. But you did take some damage with that.
Yeah. Okay, makes sense. Okay. Okay.
You're basically becoming a tank. Chat, I don't know what they want.
Okay.
Let's give
What
them this.
options-
Let's give them Constitution too.
I mean, yeah, Chad probably needs a constitution. Chad, yeah, Chad, you tank, you tank.
So they get 52 health now.
Damn.
So chat's tank now. Chat tank. But you held off a successful attack. With that, I'm gonna roll real quick for this. Your people are cheering. They can't believe they held off an attack of something 2 times stronger than them.
More than 2 times. Yeah.
Yeah. They are cheering. They now believe more than ever that you could take on the Kingdom of Volek. Even though they're very small in numbers, and Volek has a whole army on its back, and especially now that it's an undead force.
Yep. Well, I hope that with my better relations with the Armenians, I might get.
You didn't notice with the Armenians there was one extra guy riding with them, and he walks up to, he's like, "I'm here to report that we have begun construction on the bridge directly north from this position. If you want to start building a road that way, you can. It would be advised to help the builders know exactly where the bridge is going to connect."
Wonderful.
And with that, he gets on his horse and starts riding off, getting to head back to the Armenian kingdom. You have this whole pile of weapons now. What do you want to do with all these weapons? You got spears, swords, bows, arrows, some small kite shields. More like cavalry shields, best to describe it. With their size of them. But anyways, you got all this equipment. You can decide what to do with all of them.
Well, I'm gonna obviously gonna get all the weapons inside the town and just offer them up to my people. Policemen, if you want to equip yourself with these quite effective weapons, you can just take them. All the ones which won't be taken by anyone until the next time a caravan arrives will be sold off.
Okay. Even when the women came out for this, they grabbed weapons themselves. They mainly grab the spears because it's like using a hoe. You just stab into a person.
Oh, a woman taking up arms. That's so progressive.
Yeah. So everyone in town's armed up. You still have like a handful of supplies. The Armenian men refuse to take them since they already have spears on their own and equipment.
Yeah, but that offer wasn't for you anyway.
They weren't for you, not for you anyway. Some of the men resupply their arrows with the arrows that you gained from the battlefield from the undead archers, and replace their bows with the new ones because these bows are better bows than what they're using. Their bows are just made of homemade bows. These bows are made by a professional fletcher that just makes arrows and bows all day long. So your population is pretty well armed now. Like, if anything, the King of Wolves went from raiding a town to arming it more.
Yep. Well, our population is now smaller, but I think this victory might be pretty good propaganda for us to get more people.
Oh, great propaganda.
Like, oh yeah, we fended off 80 undead, no problem. Totally alone.
Totally alone. The Armenians got here after.
The Armenians came later on and just saw us finish off these monsters.
Yeah, totally. You should have saw me. I went out there. Actually, you actually really did go out there by yourself, but I started using one zombie as a shield to fight off the phalanx.
I went the mayor, the emperor, the king, I don't know what I am at this point, went out there personally to fight these undead. Personally.
And you did do that. I mean, you lost the pauldron of it. Actually, you want to roll to see if you get your pauldron back. Because you probably could go back out there and find it. It wouldn't be that hard to find.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna do that.
Okay, you walk out there and look through the field. You did find your right shoulder pauldron, but they broke the straps on it. The straps are.
Well, I guess I'm just gonna have to like retouch it probably.
Let me roll this. One of your town citizens actually come out and looks at it and like, I could fix that. I got a tanning bench. I can make new straps for it and everything.
That'd be perfect. It'd be wonderful. Yeah, please.
Okay, he takes it, runs off to his house to work on new straps for it, get the right, get everything all properly on there. So today's been a successful day. You got a boat. You held off an undead invasion. You got the Armenian king to assist you.
Yeah, I did so good. And Chad did too. Chad did such a good job the whole time.
Chat was more support. Yeah, they're totally. Like again, they were just sitting in the back going, "Yeah, cheeseburgers."
Yeah, so nice one. Nice one,
yeah.
Definitely.
Totally main character vibes though when you walked out.
Just walks out alone, holding the sword.
Just holding a bastard sword. I mean, if they were typical undead forces, you would have broken that phalanx formation. Actually, they wouldn't even be a phalanx formation. You would have just broken them apart easily.
I mean, no, not really. Zombies are very untactical, but skeletons are actually intelligent enough to do tactics in T formation.
Yeah, but these guys are zombies, and for some reason they were using tactics. OBS decided to pause itself again.
Well, yeah, I got my spies, which is very useful. I got help from a powerful kingdom in the north. I got everything I want. Oh my god, I'm doing so good. I'm doing so good. Well, it all had its cost. I lost 5 valuable people.
But hey, you gained the Armenian kingdom in return. Which these are very renowned fighting soldiers. But at what cost?
5 lives.
Brave people fighting for the captain of the captain of the group of soldiers that came into your town walks up, like, we want to set up tents around the town. Where should we do it? Should we do it on the outside, or is there got a place in the town that we can set up tents at? Look at
we have enough.
Yeah, like by look at the map, you do got a good space in one area to set them up. Actually, 2 good spaces.
I'm gonna set them up in the top right. I think that's the safest place.
I was thinking that too. The top right would be the best place for that. So you lead them to where they can set up camp. They immediately start setting up camp. They got tents pitched up. They're setting their packs down. All this stuff. They're getting settled in. A couple Armenians, a small group of Armenians are riding horseback on the distance, scouting the area, making sure there's no surprise attacks coming in.
It's going so well. Well, if you want to live here in our town, you're gonna have to provide something. You know that, right?
He looks at you and you're like, okay, what do you need?
I show him an entrenching tool. Start digging. Oh.
I want to say something, but I'm laughing to it. Just throw the entrenching tool on his face. Just start digging. You're digging your grave.
Oh no.
I know you're not digging and not making him dig his grave, but...
That must have sounded so wrong. Like, oh my god.
He looks at you like, what am I supposed to be digging? You just said start digging. Am I supposed to dig here? Am I digging a trench here? Am I digging a bigger irrigation system?
I point over at the irrigation system, at the main way where it like comes in. You have to widen that.
Oh, don't forget about the road. You should actually start having build the road, so they can build a bridge over to connect to it.
Yeah, I mean, I want our visitors to be in the.
At least want your boat in view, so if anyone tries to steal it, they have a difficult time stealing it.
Yeah, so pretty much what's gonna be happening is I'm gonna take some of my townspeople and help and go set up like the south of the road up at the area where the bridge should connect. And meanwhile, these people can go and dig. They can go and dig our irrigation system for us.
All right. So some of your people start digging out like a pathway, cleaning up grass, making like a dirt pathway just towards the river. And the Armenian soldiers go off and start widening the irrigation system. Some of them are grumbling about it because like this is typically what they don't do. They don't dig out irrigation system. They more dig out defense lines. But they're doing what they're told. They're doing what they're told.
Yep. So and then when they're doing that, we can finally move the boat down to where it should be.
So everything's going all right. Days begin to close. The days begin to set. You know. So.
Okay. Where does the road actually go, which we use to connect to Armenia?
I think we're gonna do straight north from the town, because it'd be pretty close to the castle, the main city itself, and there will be a road connecting that. They're building the road now towards the river. They just want to see where you build your road first, so they know where to build the bridge and connect the roads and bridges and stuff like that.
I was thinking we could maybe just go straight through where the Armenians are currently set up camp. That's like.
Oh, you want to like build a road straight through the town where the Armenians set up camp with another drawbridge and up north.
I mean that would be. I don't know, because if you go outside, then people don't have to come through here to go there. You know what I mean? If we go through our.
Well, I mean, right now it's not big. Your town's not big enough, but I think it wouldn't be a hassle to go around. So really, you could have the road along the outside of the moat and up towards the river.
Yeah, we're probably gonna do that. Yeah. It's like slightly outside the town, I guess.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna be adding to the map a little bit.
Alright. So you're so pretty much at this point you're sitting in your room planning out the town on a little piece of paper redrawn on.
Yep. I guess probably something like that.
And oh no, one of your people run into town and say we have it's one of the Armenian scouts, and they're like, we have movement to the east. We have movement to the east.
Okay.
The Armenians are already behind the drawbridge, defensive lines. Some bows are ready. Your people are there. You look over, and you see a banner in the distance. The banner is a symbol of the ancient orc race. I believe the symbol stands for war. This symbol I actually stole from something somewhere else. I don't remember what it looks like exactly. I just remember what it stands for.
Mm-hmm.
I think I stole it from the fantasy universe. Anyways,
You did a 40k stealer.
It's not 40k. It's just fantasy. Fantasy Warhammer. Anyways,
Sure. Okay, wait. I actually did update the map. Now let me just
upload that.
Wait, let me get a new update in here. So
yeah,
this would be with the new road to Armenia.
Yes. I agree with that map.
Why am I doing your job with the map?
I know, right? I'm supposed to be doing this. Okay, anyways. Actually, I kind of like what you're set up, though. You can't notice what faction they're from. But
orcs, obviously.
But so far you can tell most of them are human. And elves. They're a mixture of human, elves, dwarves, and a few orcs in the ranks. So you can tell it's a Western Warland kingdom.
they're coming from the east.
Yes.
So probably these are visitors, quote unquote visitors from what's the town named again? In the east?
Ullikskrog?
Yeah, exactly that one.
Alright.
Okay, I'm gonna ask the Armenians if one of them wants to come with me if I go outside to talk with these visitors, I guess.
The captain of the Armenian regiment with you agrees to go out with you.
Okay, so I take the captain and my two remaining city guards.
Alright. They lower the drawbridge
As
for
they
you.
are like the best trained and best equipped, you know.
Yeah.
So they are.
So they lower the drawbridge, let you guys out, and as you're walking, the army begins to slow down their march to a halt, and a group of horse riders ride out to you. And about halfway, they get off their horses, and one of them walks up to you. Both of you dead stop in the middle, and goes, "I am Captain Orcish. I am leading the Orclix army against Volek. We have heard the news about the undead horrors."
Oh yeah, they're undead. Yeah, we had a little attack here.
Yeah.
Not too long ago.
The Armenian captain, is like, we just countered an attack of the undead here in this town not that long ago.
That's just what that's what I just said.
And oh no, he's agreeing with you. He's agreeing with you.
Yeah. I mean, you can't just. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. He's just he's agreeing with recapping.
He's just repeating what I'm saying.
Yeah, pretty much. I think we got a handle from here though. I don't know why you're coming. And he's like, he looks at your town. He's like, it's a fine town there. We could use those supplies to help us in our war efforts.
You're a funny man. You're joking around, aren't you? You're trying to get our supplies for your little troop there. Well, one problem with that, mister. Do you have the money to pay for that?
He gives you a grin. It's like, who says I have, and he just goes, whoever says I needed money.
I want to hold up my head with my hands to get like the ballista men both to set up their ballistas in this direction. To signal to them.
They got.
I don't know. I
the men.
Just want to have cool make at the moment.
Some men run back and bring out ballistas. He looks at the senior men some ballistas.
You're gonna need the money.
I'm gonna roll. He shakes his head and he brings out a chariot with a ballista on it. But this chariot has it can turn about good 90 degrees before having its turning cap, so it can outmaneuver your ballistas.
Oh, you think you can intimidate us? Well, good mister. We have a mutual enemy, don't we? Why don't we work together on this issue instead of trying to attack each other?
He nods like, I can see the benefits, but what is your small, shanty little town gonna do against Volek and his army? So far, we outnumber you 30-1.
You do? I'm not sure about those numbers, but whatever you're saying. Well, you may have your little town bit east from here, but not too far north. I have good friends, if you know what I mean.
The Armenian captain shows up. It's like, this town is now under the Armenian kingdom's protection. Any transgressions against this land will be an act of war against the Armenian and the Orlan Empire order. That is your choice.
Yes, your choice. So please go ahead. Kill my people. Please try and die.
He shakes his head, turns around, gets on his horse, and starts marching his army around the town, keeping a good distance away from it. But you see, it's a pretty large army. It's good 500 men strong right now, marching towards Vorlik.
You know what would be really, really funny? if I could just march my troops now to their town, to their city, because it seems like they probably took all of their men from there. Ah,
That'd be hilarious if they were defenseless.
I mean, if that's like 500 people here, that's probably the whole army, isn't it? Looking at how population in these areas are, like,
Tempting.
500 men seems like a reasonable amount for like the whole army, pretty much, doesn't it? Ah. Well, I don't mind them getting decimated while destroying the Undertorts. It's gonna be good for me.
It's beneficial. I mean, yeah, it's gonna be so much easier.
Yeah, baby, because then they and the Undertorts just weaken each other, and whoever wins, I'm just gonna crush them.
Yeah, so it's perfect.
Pretty perfect. Okay. But before I do that, I'm gonna have to expand my little empire here.
You might have to dig out a bigger moat.
Yeah, no. Okay, pretty much. Also, on the map, on the world map, can you put Rome on there the next time you have time to work on that?
Yes,
like,
I will put.
Rome, give us
I will put Rome on there next time.
Yeah.
I will put Rome
what
there.
would be really cool for me right now? If I could go get those 2 southern towns, because then the whole area between those roads would be mine, because I would have, you know what I mean?
Unity, you'll have pretty much Unity and quick access, so if you get station troops there and, like, you know, get a messenger out before, you can quickly hit other places. Even then, like, if you see the south of Bullock, there's a castle there, which is probably owned by Bullock itself, you can get a quick hit and run on that castle.
Okay, so this is the whole thing. Okay, I feel like everything's gonna go great. Okay, so these guys just marched past here. They won't try to hurt us. Be under the protection of some of the strong countries.
Right. You already have powerful allies. Well, you have one powerful ally, there's another powerful ally.
Yeah, so I kinda I just came into the scene, and in like 7 days I made this little town into one of the most powerful places on the whole like map, because I got 2 pretty powerful allies.
Yeah, and you know, as you watch the army march off in the distance, the Armenian captain is like, "This is going to be a lot of unwanted attention now. If Oleg Skrog knows about this, that you're building a town under protection of the Armenian kingdom, it's going to bring attention to the other city-states."
Yep. Well, better act fast then, am I right?
He looks at you. That's the only way to do it. That's only how the Armenian secured its territory. They thought we were going to conquer the whole Warlands, and they all united against us. It wasn't a pretty, you know, united force. I mean, there was a lot of infighting still, but it was enough to really make us hurt. If they think we're on the move to build another to expand, we're probably going to face another united force. Every city-state against us. It's not going to be pretty.
I don't think it's going to have to come that far. Not every single one. I think I can maybe convince some before that's going to happen. I'm just going to have to act fast.
Yeah, I hope the situation going on in Volek will lighten the load on Armenian affairs right now.
Can you borrow me 3 of your horses?
He looks at you. I see why not. You know, brings up 3 horses.
Then I'm gonna go for quick expansion then.
Alright, you're gonna go with a quick expedition. You want to end it off here? We'll just write it off. They leave for an expedition and carry off there.
Yeah, okay. Then pretty much me and the 2 guards ride off into the sunset. I am confident that the Armenians are gonna protect this town at any cost.
Yes.
Well, not at any cost, but they're probably gonna protect this town to some degree while I'm gone. They're good fighters. I like the Armenians. Oh my god.
And technically they're I think third superpower on the land compared to other kingdoms. Like, you know, Lothlórien Empire, the number one empire, because there's they have great tacticians. They got everything to go against magic, so you can't use magic against them, which most empires use. The only reason why the Armenians consider the third strongest, they don't utilize magic like others. Like, they do have some mages, but they don't utilize magic as heavily as the other empires do.
So, okay, pretty much, the Armenians are pretty much like the biggest, okay. Also, the map which we have is pretty much like the world map, or just like this continent map?
Just the country. The rest of the continent's more kind of eastward, northward. I haven't made the continent map yet. I started working on it, I haven't finished it.
Okay, so this is just like a few small are these like small countries compared to some of the other ones on the continent?
Yes.
Are we just like in the... Oh, shit.
You pretty much you all are babies to the other empires to the north.
But if I could manage to unify like this whole area, all of these countries, then we would be something.
If you managed to unify the Western Warlands, you would be the biggest country in this entire area,
Yeah, and then with that I could maybe, if I could team up with the Armenians, and we could do like a dual monarchy or something, then we could totally go from there and just conquer like this whole area, all of these countries, and then be like an actual power on the continent.
Be a powerhouse of a country.
This is so. I love this. This is so fun. Oh.
And like I said, there was like a whole other campaign I was gonna have you guys do, and you just took the whole campaign to like a 180 within, took another direction.
I feel so sorry because I like derailed the whole campaign.
Oh no, that's freaking hilarious! I'm enjoying this. This went a lot better. This is going a lot better. Plus, it's fun letting you guys do your thing, but also, you know, me being the DM have to push things along.
Yeah.
So like, you know, usually like with campaigns, it's usually the DM pushing people along the whole time, kind of giving the players a little bit of free will what they do. But no, this is kind of a cooperation here. I'm letting you do what you do, but I'm pushing along to keep it in order. Make sure nothing gets too out of hand.
I'm trying to do my best, my best to do lots of cool shit, and then you're just trying to like, do the best to make an interesting story out of it, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, it's already interesting now. You have like an army from Olksgrog heading to Volek right now.
Yeah, so really, okay, let me just, okay, I'm just gonna write some stuff down so you know how to plan the next session properly. Because I know as a DM how it is if you don't know what the players want to do.
Yeah, no, that's why I have a recap section here.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm gonna make a quick plan what I want to do next time, so you can kind of prepare stuff for exactly that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I don't want you to get frustrated because you don't know what I'm up to. My plan would be to go.
The next session will probably be eventful because you're gonna go out commandeer some towns again.
Exactly. So what I plan is to kind of do a triangle movement. If you get what I mean, let me just actually get that.
Yeah, and you got the Armenian Keelan building a bridge too. Yeah, that would be great in terms of supplies.
Yeah, exactly, because the Armenians gonna bring me stuff. Okay, actually, in the D&D map and details, I think that's the right channel for this. Here,
yes.
So this would be my plan for next session. To go from Rome down to that town, get them then up to that town, and then back to Rome. Pretty much. To do that triangle.
Perfect. And as you expand territory, this map will be edited to account for that territory gain. So you will have your own little color.
Oh, my own color. I mean, I'm so sad that red is already taken. Because red is normally like the Roman.
Yeah. You could do a darker red, though. Do like maroon red.
Yeah.
Because that's a bright red.
Yeah, that's hard to. Yeah, let me just get the color palette going here on paint. I just love my color palette. Okay, let me just get red, dark red, a red like that maybe. That's too dark. A bit like a wonderful Roman red, if you know what I mean.
Roman rats.
Roman red.
I just imagine a rat legionary, like it's like a rat with like a little like helmet, scrotum on its back, a small gladius. Has the plate armor on. Roman rat.
Oh, Okay, yeah. So, it's gonna be so fun. I'm a big fan of this whole campaign up until now. I'm really in the game. Like, you're doing a great job as a DM.
Oh, thank you.
Okay, so here this is pretty much the borders which I would like to establish until like end of next session or something. Look at this
beautiful little border.
Yeah, and then look at the small village down there. Forget that I could probably get a lot of farmland there because it looks like it's pretty close to the ocean, so water wouldn't be a problem. And then we could probably
but salt water isn't a good type of water. There might be a lot more fertilization since water carries minerals, but
yeah,
the salt water is not that good for crops.
It's not quite south enough to avoid completely avoid seasons, but I think that seasons are going to be weaker there, so maybe winter won't even be that big of a problem there.
Hey, based on its position, winter could be a small problem. It wouldn't be like, blazing cold like it normally is during winters. It'll be like a cold spring day.
Exactly.
With snow.
But still, you could still probably get potatoes or something growing. Potatoes are quite resilient, so
Potatoes never die. Potato!
Yeah, so pretty much I'm gonna take all the small towns for now and get all of that going, and then once I have enough of a big force and got the Armenians well on my side, I could go for the two big cities which are up here in the north. If I have those on me, then I could do so much.
Yeah, and actually, you know what? Since the captains of the attack on the settlement could be active war, you could probably take that up with the king once the bridge is built, saying that Bullock attacked you in your town.
Yeah.
And the captain probably will vouch for you. The captain will probably vouch for you about the whole attack and the war plan, so that Armenia might actually go to war with them with you as an ally.
Yeah, so that would be a casus belli for us, and we could take those and move down from. We have so many chances for expansion. And then at some point it's probably gonna be just fighting down south into the thing is, would the Warlands ever like combine against us?
Well, the Armenian captain did say they did it once when Armenia formed.
But the thing is, like, they are very much fighting all the time and just killing each other. I don't think that would be a stable alliance at all.
Yeah, but the Armenian guy, this Armenia did get pretty messed up. The only reason why they stopped was because they realized Armenia wasn't expanding that much. They were expanding to the current territory they have now. So they stopped their attack because they didn't prove much of a threat to them anymore.
Yeah. But now I'm here.
Yeah, now you're here. Now you're the threats.
And probably most people think that I'm just an Armenian puppet.
Yeah, I mean, like, Oleg Squagazor hold what's going on in Bullock, and no doubt the other kingdoms of Herd and Poly are mobilizing the march on Bullock right now, too.
Perfect opportunity to take them over.
Perfect opportunity.
So, yeah, so pretty much, I guess the Undead army is probably pretty strong. So I'm gonna let everyone else march on them first, get their armies destroyed, but destroy a lot of undead in the process, and I can come in and
clean it up.
My guard on the inside. I got men on the inside to kind of, let me in.
You can pretty much Troy them. You're just gonna Troy Bullock. You don't need a Trojan horse. You're already in the city.
Exactly. So So I would just need my men inside to let us in through like a back door, and then we could just do an assassination on the king. You know, just me and some of my best men, maybe some Armenian and elite soldiers sneak in through the back and then go assassinate the king. With him dead, and he's, I think, the necromancer. I'm just assuming all of his zombies would lose their big power, I guess, and we could easily take over the city.
It's perfect.
But before I do that, I'm gonna have to get some more power in the south.
You'll need more manpower for sure.
Exactly. So get the small towns first. I think convincing them won't be hard. They small towns like that are at the moment just constantly getting raided by the bigger ones.
Oh, especially now that Oluxgrog is on the move, I have no doubt that that small town closer to some of the towns closer to Volek are gonna get hit.
They would be happy to have someone there to defend them.
Right? I mean, you're the first town in the Western Warland history that got avoided from being raided.
Yeah, so we could avoid. I'm sure we got like a bit of a reputation by now for like, yeah, we can defend ourselves from bigger threats. Then we could get the next ones. Then I could go back to Rome, and there I could send my soldiers down there to enforce those towns and to get our law and order going, I guess.
Especially if you could get that castle right there. That castle will provide you a forward operation base to mobilize troops to quickly react to things when they come around too.
Oh yeah.
So if it's possible to hit the castle,
now,
you could hit it too.
Eventually. I'm not sure how strong it is. I would need to send like a few scouts.
Yeah, you would need to send a couple scouts out there.
Yeah, but I mean, at the moment I want to strengthen them up, and maybe if I'm doing a good enough job to actually secure my people and give them food and what they need, maybe I'm gonna get a reputation good enough for people to come to me to join, to like apply.
Yeah, you got things going down right now.
Yeah, so this is gonna be at the time of massive conflict, where it's either gonna be I die with Rome, or I go and make it the empire it should be.
Literally, the Western Warlands is going to become the Warlands.
The Western Warlands are going to become Rome.
Like, I know, like, they're always, like, big, like, fighting over, states are always fighting each other for territory, but, like, soon there's just going to be a full-on war over there.
But yeah, how strong is the Kazakh kingdom? It seems really weak from what? I mean, it's pretty small, so like...
The Kazakh kingdom? They do mainly live in the mountains. Think of them as Moria from Lord of the Rings. They're pretty massive in size in terms of a city.
I never saw Lord of the Rings, I'm so sorry.
Oh, okay, so Kazakh, the Dwarven city, is a massive Dwarven city. And the richest Dwarven city, so they do actually have a well-equipped military force. Because they trade because they're the only Dwarven cities one of the Dwarven cities that trade with everyone. Most of the dwarves are isolationists. They do not want to interact with anyone. They don't want to do dealings with anyone besides other dwarves. The dwarves of Kazakh, though, are shunned by the other dwarves because of, well, they live literally at the edge of the mountain range. They trade with everyone, and they've theoretically become the strongest Dwarven kingdom right now in the mountain range of the Frostback Mountains. And they're actually lucky, too, that they have a military force, because if the military force wasn't as strong, the other Dwarven kingdoms would just attack them.
Probably.
Yeah.
Probably. I wonder if they might be good allies for me in the future. They seem like people who would know what to provide material-wise to my legions.
I mean, your garrison's made from Kazakh, and so far it's held you super well.
Yeah. Yes, I'm gonna equip. If I can get good trade deals set up with them, if I can get all of my soldiers equipped with that, and like, I could maybe do a lot. I could maybe do a lot with them. That they give me equipment, I give them money, and yeah, and we could probably be good friends. Be good friends.
Yeah, and you know what? You shouldn't be too long until you get your shipment too, because by this point, but when you sent the caravan out, they're literally probably not that far from Canelan's coast to get that shipment of spears.
Yeah, probably. Well,
And-
is there any islands? Because on the map there's no islands, so I'm just wondering if.
There are more islands closer to the southern continent, but that's all what people know so far on the map.
Okay. I thought maybe I could get some small islands going for reasons.
There's probably some small coastal islands, but not enough to really make much of a big difference. You could probably spell like a small, like little outpost at the most.
Yeah. Yeah, so pretty much what I want to do is maybe, because up north of me I got the Armenians, which are friends, and then the whatever order, the order there.
The Elven
which are
Order.
Strong. Yeah, which are strong. I mean, the thing is they're good against magic. I don't plan on using magic too much.
Well,
I
also
plan on
they're also very fanatics too. Like
Yeah, so taking them over would be extremely hard.
the only
Because-
reason why they're friends with the Armenians is because they share the same religion.
What's the religion again?
Their religion is the Maker religion. They believe that there's only one Maker and they made all life.
They're Christians.
They're basically Christians, but they also do believe, because like you hear me talk about the Awakening Wars. They believe the Maker caused the Awakening Wars when really there's no idea behind
Okay,
the Awakening Wars.
Is my character even religious? I don't know.
I will leave that up to you to decide if you're religious or not. Well, since you are building your own religion based off the Roman mythology,
Yeah, I've thought about going in that direction, which would totally be against them because they believe in one Maker. I believe in
multiple gods.
lots of gods, all gods, so many gods, and they're totally not Greek gods. What are you talking about?
They're
Roman.
told. I mean, Greeks don't exist in this technically, so I mean,
Yeah, so we stole this from nobody.
it's all original.
Exactly, it's all original. It's not like I stole this from Romans who stole it from the Greeks.
Totally.
Totally. Yeah. Okay. So. Yeah, pretty much. That's so fun. Okay, so I'm gonna go with Roman. Then they won't be friends with me. They're friends with the Armenians who are friends with me. So it will be more of a friendship because we have a common friend.
Yeah.
Friends, so we're gonna have to be friends.
Armenia will
What would
probably.
happen if they-
Oh,
what
go
would
ahead.
happen if they attack me?
That would be interesting. Probably knowing the political nature of this land, Armenia probably would be divided on either to help you or the Elven Order. They'll be neutral for most of the war, and probably if you can't hold up against the Elven Order, you will be decimated.
Pretty much the thing is, if I probably the thing will be that they will probably side with whoever they think is gonna win. And I don't look too good on that front.
Yeah.
So so they would probably
I mean, like
side with them.
Like you saw, like with the king, he wasn't sure about helping you because it wouldn't provide much of a benefit to anyone, and actually provide more of a disadvantage.
Yeah, for now. You
Yeah.
have to consider that. You know, you have to consider the thing that, right now it won't be too beneficial, but I'm sure you can see that in the long run, it's gonna be good to have a stable friend in the south.
So if
Peaceful friend, perhaps.
if a war ever happened between them, and like if you're already established pretty well in the Western Moorlands, then there probably would be a division because they will see the benefits of still being united with the Elven Order, but also they'll see the benefits of being united with you. So
Yeah, so they would totally. So they would,
a huge political division will form. A huge political
Yeah.
division will form. The war will probably be over before they finally make a decision.
I'm gonna militarize this country so hard you can't believe it. I'm gonna make this Rome. I'm just gonna make so much military stuff that it will be unbelievable.
It's like the
So
Dr.
anyone else-
Lindsay lock meme. Just like, ah, shit, we go again. Like, it's walking, you're just conquering territory. Like it just cuts like every part of the like different parts of the map of you conquering territory.
Yeah. So right now, I'm just gonna go for the Western Warlands, and then after I'm finished with that, I might go for the Order. And if I go for the Order and the Armenians get torn apart politically, maybe through that, because they see that I'm a good ally, but they are also a good ally, and then maybe I could even take the Armenians. Ha! Betrayal.
Betrayal.
Ugh.
You know what I just realized too? If you look at the map and go to like the east side of the map where like, you know, like that big giant lake in the middle,
Yeah.
like where the rivers are at, you know what that almost reminds me of?
Tell me.
Cyrodiil from Oblivion, from the Elder Scrolls series, Cyrodiil. Like, just imagine like the city of Cyrodiil in the middle of that lake, like how it is in the Elder Scrolls game.
Fair.
The bridge is going off. It looks exactly like that. I just noticed.
Huh. Okay. So I mean, this is gonna be a fun game. I am so not interested in being an adventurer again. Like no. Always just like, oh yeah, you're an adventurer. You go on adventure, that's boring. Shut up, nerd. I wanna go and become Emperor of Rome.
I don't want to go on adventures and do meager quests for a meager income. I want to be Roman Empire.
Yeah, and it's working out. So you know, it's working out. It's working out quite good actually. So far, it's working out great.
So far, so good.
So far, so good.
Alright, well, I'm gonna get off the Discord here. I'm gonna set the stream to raid. Since it is past that time. Because we've been enjoying a little fun discussion in a campaign.
Fun conversation.
Yep. We'll continue next Thursday, of course. Unless I get hit by a bird, then I'll be crippled.
Oh no. That would be so unfortunate.
I know, right? So unfortunate. Just I look out my window, there's a bird just staring at me.
Also, you could totally stop having me make all the maps. It would be really nice of you.
I know, be nice. I think we're gonna keep your town map design because that's actually a really good design for your town. Kind of shows that you are really putting progress into changing how things go.
Yeah, I'm always like changing around stuff. I put the ballistas in, put the boats, the road, I widened everything. Like, I feel like we could totally, looking at the map, we could totally expand the farmland. Like where the Armenians are currently, and on the left you could totally like make the farmland bigger to get more farming.
It's perfect.
We could probably put some farmland even outside the city.
Along the irrigation system.
Yeah. That's what I was like on the right side. There's the road, and then we can go around the irrigation system on the right, on the left, like a little bit, just like small farming areas, where we can just make it extra farming there, more farming.
Free food.
Yeah, food. I mean, not really free. People are gonna have to work for it. But the thing is, if you have lots of food, then people are gonna come for the food because we can. This is just stronghold logic.
Stronghold logic. People are coming to the castle.
Yeah, and then if you don't have enough,
your popularity is rising.
But
can't place that there, my lord.
If you ever not have enough food, then people are leaving the castle.
Sire, people are leaving the castle. Your popularity is falling.
Yeah, so you don't want that to happen. So what I'm gonna do is get so much food that eventually I am just gonna maybe be able to use the food to, you know, sell the food or use it to get more people on my side. Because hey, look here, I have this sack of potatoes. If only I could put it somewhere. And I mean, like people in these lands are all hungry, so hungry, because if you don't live in one of the big cities, then you're getting constantly raided and not getting any food.
And even
Yeah.
then, think about it too. Your wealth is going to go up too. Like the value of your land is going to go up because people are going to have crops to sell. So,
Yeah. So.
like
My
so
God.
far, the cities are the only richest place you could be because they do a good job protecting their personal farmlands, but they're not that probably as big as yours. You're going to make yours.
Yeah. I could imagine that Rome could actually become a big city in the future. Big city.
Big
Right
city.
now, I don't see it, but in the future.
I mean, if you keep expanding and growing, and people keep coming in, if because you're uniting people together, it probably will end up as a big city.
Yeah. So.
And then you could
So
have three
and
big cities, all close to each other.
it's gonna be so then the north of the Western Wall, and it's gonna be big city, big city, big city. Oh,
Yeah,
really
But-
funny actually,
but one would be bigger than the others.
and very convenient because looking at other empires, they like the Armenian empires has how many? They have they have two big cities. The Armenians have two big cities. That's it.
You know, in order
The
only
whole
have like one.
So and then pretty much looking at the map of the other ones, like if I could get at least like just the northern half of the Western, just the northern half, I would be probably one of the most powerful.
Literally, if Rome becomes a big city and you go down south and take one of the other bigger cities, you will have as much cities as the Elven Empire does. Like if you literally
Yeah.
take Tichog, you will have the same amount of cities as the Elven Empire has.
Which is very impressive, isn't it?
Yeah. Actually,
Then if I
even
take-
then, if you took all the Western Moorlands, your empire would actually be the biggest one in this country.
Yeah, pretty much. And then I'm just gonna have to kind of make everyone feel united, and then press people into military service, and then once we have that done, I can force the Armenians into submission. Because what are they gonna do? We don't use magic. We have Roman legionaries. So what's your little religious order gonna do? And you don't stand a chance.
I mean, they single-handedly did with the Awakened Wars, which is a war they should have won in their early ages.
Yeah, they
'cause-
shouldn't have. And now they are not gonna.
Yeah, but of course that war was more of numbers on the enemy's side. Just throw superior numbers at the enemy, and the Armenian order held.
Yeah. So pretty much. I feel like this is gonna be an easy takeover of the world if you don't throw some big stones in my way.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like they're gonna throw trolls at you. Those are extinct.
Oh, really?
Yeah, trolls are extinct.
All of them?
All of them.
I would love to see like to get me a few. Imagine like a legion or something just with trolls. Oh, that would be so fun. Oh, they would eat a lot of food, but oh my god, that would be so fun.
Yeah,
Just
trolls
like
declared
the-
wars on the trolls declared war on the humans, and that kind of just ended to their extinction.
So damn. So who's the biggest race right now?
Right now, humans have the most population.
No, I mean biggest in size.
Oh, in size. At the current moment, with the trolls being extinct, dragons are.
Dragons?
But there are very
Yeah.
few dragons.
Yeah, humanoids. Or
Humanoids.
some humanoid more.
Well, the dragons are intelligent. They can talk like people can. They're very intelligent.
yeah,
That's
but I want soldiers. I want big soldiers. Ah.
the biggest humanoids you can probably get are the northern giants. They're 9 feet in height. They're muscular dudes. They're
Goliaths.
they're Goliaths of people.
They're big Goliaths. Okay.
But they're very isolationist.
If I could get like 100 of them, oh, that would be such a strong unit.
Hey, you should also think about probably recruiting that Viking again. That one Viking you saw, because his chaotic nature is unpredictable. It'll probably actually be useful in a battle.
Yeah, for now I'm gonna kind of avoid him. He's a bit too uncontrollable.
He's a chaotic force of nature. He's
Yeah,
already commandeering boats.
Yeah, he's right now a bit too chaotic for me, but once my power is bigger, I think I'm gonna get him. But not right now. Not right now.
Not right now. If you ever find him again, and you're bigger.
Once I'm stronger and my army is bigger. Then. Also, I have 52 hit points. I think it's 52 by now. I think by now I can take quite a punch.
Oh, you probably could. You could take a huge. You could take a lot of beating. You don't need your armor anymore. You could take a beating.
I'm still gonna use the armor. I'm not gonna just put that one.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying though.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna set the stream to raid. I'm gonna get off. I'm gonna work on some things.